Hola Puerto Vallarta, this is Oscar Almeida for O&APV. Let's talk about Hedwig and the Angry Inch. It makes me so happy to share with you about the upcoming premiere of Hedwig at the Palm Cabaret. This is one of the most remarkable, iconic queer musicals. We are so lucky to be having such an iconic musical like Hedwig here in Puerto Vallarta. And I'm super excited to be connected right now with Stephen Trask, writer, composer, Obie Award winner, Grammy nominated, creator of Hedwig. And this is so exciting and I'm so happy to be talking to you. How does it feel to be having Hedwig going out and about?
So I'm excited. I love knowing, it one of the saddest things for me in the pandemic, among the many sad things, was the feeling theater shutting down all over the world. And I could feel it because there were all these productions of Hedwig that were supposed to be happening all over the world, and it made me feel connected to all of these places and all of these people all around the world. Wow. And so it was very, so you could feel like every time a production would get canceled, you would almost feel like you were getting disconnected from this city or that city in that country. And I feel like, I don't know that there's been, a production of Hedwig in Mexico.
You know what? I'm not sure. I've never seen Hedwig live. I've only seen the movie, but I'm very excited to watch it live. And I think it's so cool that we're having it for the first time here in Puerto Vallarta. And I'm very excited to introduce a well-known performer from Puerto Vallarta. You might know him from being the Elvis Presley from Puerto Vallarta, Jordan Carnegie. Thank you for being here. You will be playing Hedwig at the Palm, and I'm so excited to talk to you. How are you?
I'm very, very excited for the first, it's a Mexican premiere too, not just Puerto Vallarta, so it is the Mexican premiere as well, which I'm very, very proud to be the one doing it and bringing it here. I think it's a natural fit for PV specifically. And it's shocking it's not been done here before, but I'm happy to be the one to be doing it.
Thanks, Jordan, for being with us. I can't stop looking at the amazing wig. It looks just like the one in the movie. It's amazing.
Thank you. Yes, courtesy of Mike Potter, the original hair wig and makeup designer through all of the stage versions in the film as well. And I styled it myself with the aid of him. So yeah, I'm very excited to have that sort of piece of history on my head throughout the show.
It looks just like the wig. It's amazing. I've also seen some of your photos with the Hedwig makeup, which is amazing. I mean, I know you're a makeup artist. You're amazing, and I also know that you've been the official makeup artist for John Cameron Mitchell, who is the original Hedwig, and that's so cool. I also know that you have played the character already. I would like to know how will it be like adapted to be here in Puerto Vallarta for the first time. Will it be like special?
You know, the great thing about this character in this show is that, everything is happening in real time. In other words, other musicals, you see a musical and you're just supposed to believe that the year is 1992, whatever. They take place in a different place in a different time. With Hedwig, it's supposed to be happening right in front of your eyes in real time. So then therefore the character has aged in real time as well throughout these years. So that's kind of something fun to play with too, because I'm older now and I hope a little wiser. So I can bring, at least I'm trying to bring some different perspectives here and there to her story. just from my own personal experiences with love and loss, and so I'm excited to bring this new version of Hedwig to PV, and unleash it on these audiences, because it's something that this town has not seen before.
So cool to know. I can't wait to be there. I also think the Palm is just perfect for a show like Hedwig. It's crazy, but it's just like the places from the original movie. I mean, I've only seen the movie.
Yeah, it's the perfect size. It's the perfect size for this show. For those who don't know, Hedwig is not supposed to be somewhere huge. She's not supposed to be in a very large, giant theater with thousands of seats. She is not very famous, but she's trying hard. So she's always put into these sort of smaller venues. So it works really well to have her on a smaller stage with a smaller audience. But then, of course, at the Palm, we get all the great, amazing sound and lighting and all that amazing stuff we're going to be able to build into the show. So we're very excited about what this show is going to look like as well. As I mentioned, all of our talent, the band, my co-star Joao Aguero they're all Mexican. So we are working hard to draw parallel lines between Hedwig's desire to have gotten out of a place to go to a better place. And with the metaphor with the Berlin Wall and the wall falling. And of course, now we know for years there was the talk of the wall between the US and Mexico. And so there's many things that we're tying into the story to make it more sort of poignant and relatable to being in a Mexican place and with the Mexican audience as well.
It's so exciting. I can't wait to be there. It's crazy. Hedwig has become not only iconic and legendary, but also has inspired so many people that I feel so lucky to be able right now to ask to you, Stephen, what was your inspiration back then when you were writing all these amazing songs for Hedwig?
It was around '94 that I started that I started writing the songs, and then we debuted the show in '98. And it was sort of an on and off process. You know what? The inspiration for the show came from a lot of places. Some of it came from my own work with leading a rock band with drag queens. And some of it came from my own queer activism. Sandra Bernhard was a big inspiration. We were just watching her movie Without You, I'm Nothing. And it was definitely an inspiration for how this show felt and how it proceeded. I was very inspired by, from a stylistic perspective. I think the two main influences for me are John Lennon and Lou Reed. They're both very good at writing with great specificity, and they're very good at. I think Lou Reed is probably better at telling a story in a song, and he's I don't know if he's weirder, but he's certainly involved. The subject matter of his songs, in some cases, is closer to the subject matter in these songs. But John Lennon is very good at he can explain states of mind and emotional states, and he can describe them in lyrics in ways that sound like poetry and also sound mellifluous like a lyric, but are very, very specific. Like he'll make you feel ways that other songs don't, and without feeling sappy or there's nothing cloying about it. That he can get at these very specific states of mind, whether it's mourning and loss, or just sleeplessness, or what it feels like to be in a dream state. It's really good at doing that, and then making it rhyme and making it sound not forced. So there's that, and then a lot of academic work on gender went into both conceptualizing the whole piece and my approach to writing the song cycle. So that I think it does tell, there's one way of looking at the song cycle that it tells a start to finish story of gender exploration and self-exploration, particularly around gender, and goes down a lot of different paths. Gender as performance and gender, goes down a lot of different paths. I think Wig in a Box takes a stab at gender as a performance, as opposed to an immutable fact of your nature. That was a really long answer to your question.
I love it. Thank you. I love it. I love the long answer. It's super cool. It's super cool to know that such significant productions are coming to Puerto Vallarta. And I would like to know, are the tickets available already? The show is so close. Could you tell us, Jordan?
Yeah, so the show is 4 shows only. We open on May 2nd, and then we run for the first 3 Thursdays of May. The very last performance is, I believe, the 27th, and that one is on Monday, not Thursday. All shows are at 7:30 p.m. at the Palm Cabaret and Bar, and tickets have already been on sale. They went on sale a few weeks back, and you can get them at thepalmcabaret.com. And thank you for doing this. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for chatting with Stephen. I had a great conversation with him. I'm so fortunate, and we're lucky that he took the time out of his day to just share his experience in the creation process of this beautiful piece. And I'm just excited. I'm just excited to unleash it on PV.
Thank you, Jordan. Thanks, Stephen, too. We really appreciate it.
Sure. I wish I could be there to see the show. I would love to come to Puerto Vallarta.
You should come. We can show you around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whenever I come, I will make sure that I write to you and you show me around.
Sure, let us know. We can show you out and about Puerto Vallarta. Thanks everybody for watching. See you at the Palm, and see you out and about. Adios.